From 9 News, this is your news today.
Good morning and thank you for joining us this Thursday. This is your news today, streaming on 9Now and on YouTube. Here are the stories making headlines this Thursday. Donald Trump claims multiple successes in an historically long State of the Union address. Plus, flood devastation in a popular holiday hotspot and Bad Bunny excitement hits fever pitch in Australia.
First up, though, the children of so-called ISIS brides stuck in a Syrian camp are pleading to be saved in an emotional new video. Let's go live to Emily Saunders in Canberra. Emily, good morning to you. This story keeps keeping on.
It does, Carl, and in this video they also talk about the hopes they have for their future, wanting to be reunited with their families, go to school, one saying they want to be a doctor. Speaking to 9 newspapers, they talk about what it was like to leave the camp just over a week ago, some for the very first time before they were forced back. This all comes as the head of the camp reveals there are another 2 women that she considers Australian but still hold extremist views.
I felt very happy and excited to meet my family. I saw houses for the first time and trees, and please save us. Please get us out of this place.
As for those 2 women, though, it's understood they may not be Australian citizens, and Carl instead were married to Australian ISIS fighters.
Emily, thank you.
US President Donald Trump has delivered the longest State of the Union address in history. Let's go live to US correspondent Reid Butler. Reid, what did he discuss?
Well, Sarah, a State of the Union address is an opportunity for a president to try and boost momentum. In this case, the US President Donald Trump wanted to turn around poll numbers. He spruiked his economic successes. He talked about his successes in overseas conflicts as well. But this was also an opportunity for Donald Trump to do what he does best, put on a show. Have a look.
You're going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever. And to prove that point, here with us tonight is a group of winners who just made the entire nation proud. The men's gold medal Olympic hockey team. Come on in.
Yeah, classic Trump there. And yes, Sarah, it was 1 hour and 47 minutes long, the longest in history. If you're wondering, it was Bill Clinton's record. Initially, he had a 1 hour and 28 State of the Union address in the year 2000.
Trump always has to win, doesn't he, Reid? Thank you. A California woman is set to testify this morning in a landmark case against Meta, with claims that social media has impacted the mental health of her children. She claims the company sought to profit by making young children addicted to the technology, despite knowing the harm it could cause. The case is part of a broader global backlash against social media giants.
The threat of the United States launching an attack against Iran is growing as the Australian government starts evacuating citizens from the Middle East. Let's go live to Mimi Becker in London. Mimi, people have been told to leave.
Carl, the Australian government is evacuating families of officials in Israel and Lebanon. DFAT has put out a statement saying the security situation in the Middle East is unpredictable. Regional tensions remain high and there continues to be a risk of military conflict. The US has warships and aircraft currently within striking distance of Iran as Donald Trump urges the Iranian leadership to abandon its nuclear ambitions. Representatives from the 2 countries are meant to be meeting tomorrow in Geneva to continue negotiations over nuclear. Carl.
Thank you, Mimi.
Prince Harry and Meghan have met with children in refugee camps and hospitals in Jordan. They're on a 2-day visit to the Middle East, invited by the World Health Organization to highlight the work being done to support vulnerable people displaced by conflict. Billionaire Bill Gates has apologised for his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, admitting he's made mistakes. The Microsoft co-founder told a town hall meeting with staff that he did not participate in any crimes linked to the convicted sex offender. But he admitted to 2 unrelated affairs with Russian women that Epstein later discovered. Streets and roads in Bali have been submerged in floodwaters after the Indonesian island was battered by heavy rain over the past few days. In Kuta, floodwaters topped 1.5 metres, leaving many residents trapped inside their homes.
2 men have been charged over allegedly kidnapping and murdering elderly Sydney man Chris Bagzarian. Let's go live to Jack Hahn in Riverstone. Jack, they're due to face court today.
Yeah, they certainly are charged with murder along with another serious offence. Sarah, good morning to you. We are talking about 29-year-old Gerald Andrews and 24-year-old Daniel Stevens. They were hauled out of their home and placed under arrest by the Raptor squad, and this morning they have been formally charged. They'll appear at Blacktown Local Court later this morning. Reports suggest that police will claim in court that phone records allegedly placed the two suspects in the area of the abduction. Detectives describe this as a small win, but point out that many more people need to be placed under arrest that were allegedly involved. We have heard from the family of this innocent grandfather, Chris Bagzarian. They have celebrated the charges, but they now have the very tough task of laying their beloved grandfather to rest.
Yeah, you feel for the family, don't you? Thank you. Well, accused high country killer Greg Lynn could be released on bail today. Lynn is currently awaiting a retrial over the alleged murder of camper Carol Clay after his conviction was overturned on appeal. The former pilot's bail application is expected to get underway at 9:30 this morning at the Supreme Court of Victoria. A turf war between e-bike riders and sporting clubs on the Gold Coast has turned ugly with a bucket of gravel mixed with water thrown at a cyclist. A 15-year-old is now being dealt with under the Youth Justice Act for public nuisance and damage offences. Locals say they no longer feel safe in their local sports complex.
Terrible. Well, skiers in France have captured the terrifying moment. Here we go. An avalanche came barrelling towards them at breakneck speed, trapping 3 people underneath. Horrified witnesses can be heard screaming as they desperately try to escape the chaos. A rescue team of 60 people arrived at the scene. All skiers were taken to safety. Fortunate. The former New Zealand Prime Minister could be considering a leap across the ditch. Dame Jacinda Ardern and her husband were spotted at properties for sale on Sydney's northern beaches over the weekend. Ardern also visited and met community leaders in Gerringong on the New South Wales south coast.
Aussies looking to take their pets on holiday are in luck, with Virgin set to continue offering pets in cabin services on select domestic flights. The airline is also planning to expand the service to Adelaide and Launceston after Easter and welcome its 1,000th pet on board later this month. Some famous movie artefacts are set to go under the hammer at a US auction next month. The collection includes a harpoon gun from Jaws and a jacket worn by the Terminator. But the most prized piece is expected to be a fiberglass head of C-3PO from Star Wars. That's predicted to go for $1 million Aussie dollars.
Oh, that's a great item, isn't it? Well, it seems Sydney-siders have officially caught... Roll the music. Don't leave me hanging. Hey, yeah, Bad Bunny Fever, that's what it's called. How come Sarah looks better than I do?
Do
With
I?
excitement building ahead of the Stars concerts down under.
A lookalike contest attracting some very convincing performers. Meantime, the real Bad Bunny was spotted grabbing a coffee in Darlinghurst, happily chatting with starstruck locals. Oh, that would have been quite the vibe down there.
He is hot.
He's so cool, isn't he?
Looking at your weather now, and showers are increasing across southeast Queensland, with rain also on the way in Sydney and Darwin.
Cloudy conditions are expected for Canberra, Melbourne, Hobart, Adelaide and Perth.